Once in a lifetime opportunity, would you like to take a walk through the large bowel?
Welcome to the Giant Knitted Bowel.
I'm Claire and I'll be your guide on this virtual tour.
And I'm Brendan and I'll be coming along with you on this journey and then looking at why it's important to complete the bowel screening test. Let's start with the right side of the bowel, Claire.
This section of the large knitted bowel is about 23 times the normal adult human size. For each person, their large bowel is about as long as their leg and the same dimensions, but all fitting inside the abdomen. At this end of the bowel, we can see that the lining is all pink without blemishes. This is a healthy bowel. When our body has a healthy balance of food, such as lots of fruit and vegetables, fibre and water, the bowel can easily push the waste or poo through without ever stretching or pushing into the sides of the bowel. As we move through the bowel, you'll notice some changes. If the waste product is too hard or moving too slowly, it starts to irritate the tissue inside the bowel, making it stretch and buckle, causing little bumps called polyps. If the polyps are continually bumped and knocked by the hard and slow-moving waste product, or poo, they get irritated and angry and sometimes bleed. You can see the various shapes and sizes of polyps as we move into the unhealthy part of the bowel. Sometimes these polyps and bumps become so irritated that they become cancerous. And we can see here that one has broken through to the outside face of the bowel, where it can follow the blood vessels to all other parts of the body. You can see that the bumps and polyps in this unhealthy part of the bowel can be all sorts of shapes and sizes. And if we are the poo, you can see how much we catch on the various hanging polyps.
As we get near the end of the giant knitted bowel, we can see some pockets or pouches in the wall of the bowel.
These are diverticular pouches and they can catch bits of poo and become inflamed and very painful. You've probably heard of diverticulitis.
There's also a hemorrhoid here, which is caused by increased pressure inside the abdomen, pressing on thin, soft veins, much like varicose veins on your legs.
So now we've reached the end of the giant knitted bowel, but this is not the end for you. Have you ever used the bowel screening kit?
The bowel screening kit is sent every 2 years to your home when you turn 50 up to 74 years of age. This test is free and is sent to both women and men. Screening is a way of testing for bowel cancer when no symptoms are present. The test looks for traces of blood in a bowel motion. Regular screening is important because bowel cancer develops slowly and usually without any early warning signs. The test comes with a form. Make sure you complete this form and provide your doctor's details. Once you have taken 2 samples, send these off in the provided envelope along with the form. Your samples will be sent to the laboratory and your results will be mailed to you and your doctor in around 2 weeks. If you're unsure what the test is or how to do it, call your doctor's clinic and ask for help. There'll be a nurse or your doctor to help you. If you receive a negative result, this means that no blood was found in your samples. You won't need to do anything else until your next test in 2 years' time. However, if you develop symptoms in the meantime, talk to your doctor. If you receive a positive test result, this means that traces of blood were found in your samples. This could be due to conditions other than cancer, and it's important to make an appointment with your doctor to investigate and guide you along the way. Usually, your doctor will write a referral for you to have a colonoscopy. A colonoscopy is the main test we use to investigate or diagnose bowel cancer. A colonoscope is a tiny camera on a long, flexible tube that is used to examine the entire length of the large bowel. Before your colonoscopy appointment, make sure you ask if there are any specific instructions for you, as the process varies for different people and between hospitals. If a colonoscopy reveals anything of concern, such as polyps, which may or may not be potentially cancerous, a sample will be taken to be tested by a pathologist. The person may also need to have imaging, such as abdominal scans, before deciding the best type of treatment if bowel cancer is found. If bowel cancer is diagnosed, doctors work out what stage it is at and how far it has spread. Doctors will then work closely together to get an accurate understanding of the cancer and its treatment. It's always important to remember, if you have symptoms or a strong family history, or if you're concerned about your risk of bowel cancer, speak to your doctor. So Claire, what are the two take-home messages after all this chit-chat? Number one, you said earlier, the right food: fruit, veggies, fibre, whole grains, water, and less meat, cut down on the alcohol, exercise every day and maintain a nurturing social network. Number two, if your genetics and the roll of the dice is against you, it's not all bad, because early detection with a bowel screening kit and a colonoscopy gets a 90% cure rate.
90% is pretty high, isn't it?
That's good news all round.
Thank you for coming on this journey with us. Thank you, Brendan.
Take care.